The Department for Energy and Climate Change is this year providing an online system to allow licensing round applications to be prepared and submitted electronically online. This has the massive advantage that weighty paper documents no longer need to be produced, and people no longer need to get involved transporting these documents around the country. The entire end-to-end application process is fully electronic, so there is no longer any need to have a special license reception day. As soon as you submit and pay for your application, it is with us immediately. The License Applications Repository, nicknamed LARI for short, is an online system that lets you complete the license application form online. Supporting documents and images are uploaded directly into the application. The lead applicant collaborates with the other parties on the application who independently provide company financial information. In this material we give an overview of the entire end-to-end process. We then cover some of the important points you need to be aware of when entering your applications online. The subsequent material provides practical help on how to get started from logging on to submitting your completed application. Online application process overview. To start, you need a login account. Existing UK Oil portal users can reuse their portal login. That's easy. New users follow the self-registration process to obtain a login, which takes only a few minutes. The lead applicant then starts preparing the application. The lead applicant's contact details are entered, and then a colleague is nominated to provide cover. Proposed exploration operator details are entered. Proposed licenses are also entered. A company representative for each proposed licensee is asked to log in and input company financial details. This is managed securely by an application key which is communicated by the lead applicant to each proposed licensee company representative. The lead applicant then goes on to enter blocks being applied for, prospect information including uploading pictures, work programs, then Appendix A, B, and C information. The application data entry can actually be input in any sequence and be done over a number of days or weeks. At any time the lead applicant can return to the application, print out a PDF of the application, update it, and see how the proposed licensee representatives are getting on inputting company financial details. When everything is complete, the lead applicant can submit the application formally by paying the application fee. At any time, right up to the round close deadline, the application can be modified and the updates submitted. Important risks and help. We have made every effort to ensure the license application repository is ready for the anticipated demand. However, we are also reliant on the network technology within your own organization. We recommend that you start entering your online license application as early as possible. This will give you confidence that everything is working correctly, or should problems arise, allow you time to seek help from your own service teams. The UK Oil Portal Help Desk team will be on hand during normal office hours should you need assistance relating to the license applications repository. For help relating to the content of your application, we refer you to the licensing round guidance. Large file uploads and file formats. We strongly recommend you upload a draft copy of your Appendix B PDF document, or an equivalently large-sized PDF, as soon as possible. This test file can be replaced, that is uploaded again, when you are ready. Large file uploads are most likely to expose network infrastructure problems should they exist. The most common problem is an internet gateway timeout. This cuts off your upload prematurely, causing the upload to fail. This problem is usually easily resolved by talking to your ICT service desk. Alternatively, you may simply choose to use an alternative internet access point. We have set a practical maximum file size of 50 megabytes. Ensure your Appendix B PDF document contains only relevant images/resolutions, so as not to exceed this limit. Files larger than 50 megabytes will automatically be rejected during the upload process. For text documents, we recommend using PDF Portable Document Format. PDFs can safely contain alternating A4 and A3 color pages in portrait or landscape configuration. Just remember to keep an eye on your file sizes. Other text document formats are sometimes prone to loss of fidelity, so they're not recommended. Spreadsheets, if provided, should be in Microsoft Excel format, or a format compatible with Excel. Where images are uploaded directly to the application form, for example the prospect map, the most commonly used image formats over the internet are permissible. Check on the upload tool for the image formats that are accepted. Sharing applications with colleagues. Be aware that when you start preparing your application, it is accessible to you only. At this point it cannot be accessed by anyone else. As the application is draft, not even the department can see it. Only submitted/paid for applications are recognized by the department. In your application you can nominate other colleagues who may edit/view the application. We recommend you nominate at least one additional person to edit the application, to cover you should you be unavailable anytime. Never share your login username and password with a colleague. Always use the security controls provided to share work properly. When you share edit control with a colleague, the application is still primarily with you. Should you be unavailable, your colleague will be able to take over primary control of the application using their work basket, but they should tell you they are doing so, maybe by telephone or email, otherwise it can get confusing. When you are available again you can take back control, but again you should check with your colleague first, they may be working on the application. Giving access to proposed licenses, to attach financial information. Each proposed licensee on the application must provide company financial information. This information is usually commercially sensitive, and as such each company must provide this information independently. Only the person entering the financial information has access to it, unless they explicitly choose to share it with a colleague. No one else can see this financial information, not even the lead applicant. It is the lead applicant's responsibility to communicate the application key, shown on the application form, to each participating company's financial information representative. Each company representative will input the financial information on behalf of that company. To do this, the company representative enters the name of the company or companies he is providing financial information for. The application key is then input against the company names to link it to the main application. Provided the application key is accepted, the company representative will now be able to review the main application details, including the planned expenditure Appendix A. The company representative can now continue entering financial information for the company. If the company is involved in multiple applications, the company representative can input additional application keys to link a single set of financial information to multiple applications. On the main application, the lead applicant sees that financial information input has started, but not what has been input. The lead applicant will not be allowed to submit the application until all the financial information representatives indicate they have finished entering their information. It is also the lead applicant's responsibility to chase up company financial information representatives that may be holding up the process, and thereby preventing the application from being submitted. The lead applicant will probably need a colleague to attach the financial information from his own organization. This may involve the lead applicant asking someone from his financial department to take on the role of financial information representative. Alternatively, he may actually take on that role himself, which is absolutely fine. Submitting the application, online credit/debit card payments. Payment of the application fee is necessary to complete and submit your application properly. If you have not made the payment, the department has not received your application. The fastest and safest method to pay is by credit or debit card when submitting the application online. If a payment card is not available, other payment methods are available, but funds must clear for your application to be considered. As soon as your application is formally submitted, the department's application reference is automatically assigned, and this is then always displayed with the application from that point forward. Updating your application or financial information. Please note, provided the round is still open, it is still possible to update your application or financial information, even after you have formally submitted your application to the department. There is no extra charge for submitting updates. When you start an update, all the previous information you have entered into your application is copied forward into your draft update. When you are working on your update, it is draft, so the department does not see your in-progress changes. When you are satisfied your changes are complete, you can formally submit your update. The update submission is immediate and does not require another payment. Remember to get your application updates submitted before the round close deadline. It is not possible to submit an application update after the round is closed. Note that when the round ends, the application reviewers will only receive your most recently submitted application revision, so make sure each submitted application update is as accurate as it can be.